To start the stream.
Get out! Hold on, my fucking shit. Okay. Okay. I think we're live. Hold on, I don't see my...
pop up on my YouTube.
Here it is, it's on my picture.
The sun is shining, it's a lovely day.
I'm gonna have to plug all of you guys in a fucking tweet.
Perfect morning for a kid to play.
Heather, what's that?
You've got lots of
nice looking
to
cat
pay.
on your lap?
Oh, this little thing right here, this is Knife. She decided to join us for a little bit. She feels like having a little attention. Because sometimes she feels like having attention.
I win.
That is a hairy demon.
She's just a little baby.
Yeah, no, she actually grew back her hair. That's nice.
Yeah, it's getting better all the time.
It's not all the way there yet, but yeah.
Wait, what did I
not,
miss?
it's not
Holy
I
crap.
like the way it looks.
We had to shave it all off. Remember, Coon? Were you not there?
Sadly, I wasn't. I was busy not quarantining.
Oh my god, I gotta send you... Does anyone have my TikTok video? Send Coon the TikTok video for what she looked like as she just got shaved.
I'll have to look far back into my text.
Bronny, I sent it to you
On
recently.
an unrelated note, everybody follow Heather on TikTok.
Oh god,
yeah.
I have to remake my TikTok. I made
Oh,
TikTok
shit.
ironically.
Wrong
Please
link.
help shut down TikTok.
Yeah, we do need to get rid of TikTok. TikTok
Yeah.
Yes,
Aw,
please.
but that's where all my cat videos are.
TikTok is almost as bad as California.
Shut up. How dare you? Wait for me to leave before you diss on California.
Yeah, my god, I
it's
grew
gonna
up
get
there, you
worse.
dicks.
Oh, you know what? It's not Florida though, eh, Bronny?
I mean, I'd rather live in Florida.
Californians are like, West Coast is the best coast, right before tripping on a pile of human feces and heroin needles.
That is fucking Florida in a nutshell. Don't you even at me with that.
We don't have... Okay, maybe if you're in Miami, you might have that problem. But the worst part of Miami still beats the crap out of the best parts of California.
Hard disagree. Hard disagree.
Take it from me, I decided to go check out small towns here in California. I've noticed when I do a lot of traveling outside of California, the small towns look beautiful and pristine. Here in California, that's weird. They're not. They kind of look like places you don't want to be, you know? Like...
No, like, California's not a good place to be.
I mean, if you hit the touristy areas of California's towns, different story, like
Nothing
Gilroy,
tourist
San
areas.
Francisco. Yeah, but those places are like... They make San Francisco look cheap, so...
Yeah.
We've got chat, and the first bit of chat here is edits going into timeout, and we got this new guy to the chat, Leo Hino, and Leo Hino says, "It's me, Clayton. I changed my username."
Oh.
Who's Clayton?
I don't know who Clayton is, but apparently this Leo Hino dude shares the same name as him. Emily Maloney says hi.
Yo,
TikTok is Musically.
they're all the same thing.
Pristine says hi. Leo says, Heather, your shirt is awesome.
Thank you. I changed my shirt because my other one was showing my nipples.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would have been... No.
No, like, it really clung, and, like, it wasn't just like, oh, my nipples were hard and poking through. You could see areola.
Alrighty then.
And I was just like, yeah, that's probably too much for the stream. Need that, keep that rating down.
4 minutes.
Yep.
4 minutes. Wicked Syndicate wants to know if you had a good Thanksgiving, Heather.
Oh, very good. Very good. It was nice seeing all my nephews again. It feels like it's been so long. And it has been. It's been like 2 years since I've seen them in person. They got so big and they're so talented. My God. So yeah, it was very nice. And I got to give everyone pumpkin bread and ate a lot of food. And I gained about 5 pounds in a week. So, you know, we're good with the band.
Honey Drop says, have no fear, for I am here.
No, you're not here. You're actually on a computer screen.
Thank you, Edits. That's the kind of thing most people would expect from me. I'm glad you're here, because since you're here, I don't have to be me. I'm gonna be Brandon instead.
And
Oh,
Brandon will be Heather, and Heather
Will
is
be
just a
nice.
server.
Like a food server or like a computer server?
Computer server.
Okay.
Sorry, I wish
Slightly
you were
better.
a food server, but I mean,
Slightly
where's the
better.
food here? But yeah, I'm telling you guys, it's been a fun ride these past few months. You know.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and it's about to get way worse.
Again, I feel like we're back at square one with the way society's heading.
Yeah, and what's hilarious to me is it's not going to make a lick of difference. Or you know what's actually more hilarious to me is all of the, you know, we've got doctors on doctors and CDC and WHO and the whole 9 yards saying don't lock down, it does more damage, and the Democrats who were like, hey, we shut up. Okay, this is a very there's only one party that's doing this. Okay, they were all saying we need to listen to the experts. We need to listen to the experts. The experts are saying don't lock down, and they're still going and locking down everything.
Okay, let's stop talking about it, guys. I'm getting depressed. I'm gonna get depressy spaghetti up in this bitch.
I didn't know it was totalitarian in here. You know what? My freedom.
God damn it.
Nah. Nobody's laughing. Okay, I'll shut up.
It's okay. You're not the only one who isn't
Megan
funny.
says, "Sup, Heather."
Hey, what is going on?
Nothing much, you know.
Yeah.
Emily Maloney says they have Disneyland, Universal Studios, and Six Flags. Well, Florida has Disney World and Universal. We might have a Six Flags, I don't know, but I do know there's a Six Flags up in Buffalo, New York.
Which is far
Oh, they
away.
just opened up another one? Shit.
I mean, that's been there for longer than I've been alive.
I didn't even know. I thought there was only 2 in America, but now there's a third one. Okay. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Disney. Wait, is it Disneyland? Wait. What are we talking about?
Oh my God, keep up. No, there is no Six Flags. There's no Six Flags in Florida, and it looks like the one in Buffalo, New York is no longer there.
We got a Six Flags. I think it's in Santa Clarita.
Mm.
If I'm not
I
right.
feel like it. I don't know.
Pristine says, I survived Thanksgiving.
I like it when we
Oh,
argue about which
What is
states
it
are the
about?
best. You just go like, well, we have all these theme parks, and that's what determines what state is the best.
Which state is the best? I wouldn't say Texas. I wouldn't say California or New York or Florida. Okay, guys, hands down. And Arizona.
Hey,
And
I wouldn't say California either.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I wouldn't say any of them.
Or Oregon.
Oh man, Oregon. Oh.
Wait, what state? What state are you in, Brandon?
Well, I already answered that.
What? Well, I want to know what state you're in, because maybe it might be the best state.
He's in a state of constant disarray.
That's a pretty good state.
Here, I'll give you a hint.
It's up to you.
Our governor consistently says, and I'm not kidding.
Wait, yeah, okay, yeah, it was in the list. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong with that guy?
I don't know.
Yeah. Good amount. Anyway.
Syndicate wants to know if your Christmas tree is up yet.
Not yet.
Nope. Not yet.
Heather, how about your menorah? You set up your menorah yet?
Not yet.
It's broken.
What about your fasting? Whatever they put up. I don't...
Yeah, totally haven't eaten in like days.
Praise unto him.
Whatever you guys do.
All religions are accepted.
Allah Akbar.
Nihoy mihoy.
Christine says, Six Flags originated here in Texas. Want to know why? And kinda, sure.
Hey guys, Heather's doing a stream.
Oh my god. We should go watch it. I think Terry Crews is streaming Danganronpa right now. Which,
Wow.
I'm not gonna blame you guys if some people go watch that instead. That sounds like an interesting experience.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
Danganronpa, and Terry Crews is playing it.
I know Terry Crews, but I never heard Ramba. What, like the vacuum or something?
Danganronpa is like a famous anime game that's like a killing game and a kind of a detective game. Well,
Oh.
hello.
Like that weird school game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it. Well, you're like in a killing school, and like someone murders someone every week, and then like they're like, body found. We have to see who killed the person, and then they die.
So it's anime Among Us.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
still-
This predates Among Us by quite a bit.
It does. It does.
didn't
I
say
think.
it didn't.
I think this last year or this year was like the 10-year anniversary or some shit.
By the way, how's it going, sweetie?
It's going alright yourself?
Doing all right. Just got back from a party.
Cool.
I like
How
how
dare
you
you.
just popped up in the stream like, okay, I'm here. You know, just
She kind
good
of
times.
warps in.
Me? Yes.
Yeah. She kind of does what she does.
I live here. I'm allowed to.
Yes.
Uh,
Knife was
Syndicate
here earlier,
says,
but then she
he
was just
likes
like,
your
nah,
sweater,
fam.
sweetie.
Huh?
Syndicate says he likes your sweater.
Ah, thank you.
And Leo Hino says, hi, sweetie.
Hello.
Pennsylvania is not an okay state. Take that, Megan.
Ooh, we're getting controversial up in here.
What have I
Uh-huh.
told you about that?
Hey,
Pen-
I'm keeping it solely stateside.
Pennsylvania, more like Pennsylvania.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
That was terrible. Because that actually honestly sounded like a good thing, so you didn't even make your point clear.
You killed Brandon over there. Did you see that shit?
I love the CSA. It's a great country. I mean, what?
Yes.
Controversy.
Okay. Why are shirts so constricting lately? I don't like them near my neck. My neck must be
Wait, I
free.
should turn on my LEDs. I gotta make it rainbowy up in here. Hold on.
Why though? Nobody can see you.
I can. Wait, is he not doing camera
Well,
anymore?
you guys can see me. The stream can't.
Yeah, he can see you. Look,
I'm
he's,
not looking
he's
at
got
your
a little
ugly
freaking
looking
disco up in
goatee
there.
face.
I'm beautifully okay.
Quick.
It's okay, Bronny's just playing hard to get.
He is. He always does.
How dare you, Brawny? I thought we were something. You know.
Yo, is that facial hair? Did somebody attack you with a Sharpie?
I think someone attacked me with a shark. I don't know. It's because I've been wearing the mask forever, and so this kind of just popped up. I don't know why.
I think someone is opening the Sharpie. You're like, oh wait, something legitimately did happen to me.
Yeah, if I looked like you, I'd wear a mask all the time too.
Yeah,
Stop burning my
what can you
friends.
do? It saves me from having to like do this weird face ritual. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you guys have to do that tradition. Why is it an American tradition to, what do you call it? Shave.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have to admit, actually, the other day a volunteer said something that I was like hard agree because I don't know, they were shaving a dog and then someone made a joke like, oh, do you need, your legs shaved? And then volunteer goes, it's effing winter. And I'm like, yeah, preach, girl.
I'm still kind of rocking smoothie legs.
No, see, I don't need to because I don't got no boyfriend or anything, and I
Did you
always
see my legs though? They were so white, they were shiny.
I
Oh,
got
God, no, I'm not going there.
my
I'm not
legs are
going
pretty
there.
dark pasty.
I'm not going there.
But it's like, look, it's winter. I'm not
I'm
wearing
not-
anything shorter than
no politics.
jeans. Why the frick should I have to shave? Screw society.
I do like really take my time with it. It's like I'm not gonna be wearing a dress without tights or anything.
Right, exactly. It's like I'm not going to be wearing anything that's going to be exposing my legs. Honestly, most of the year I don't. But in winter in particular, I'm like, nah, man. Screw that crap.
So, what do we want to talk about first? Do we want to talk about the project that we're working on tonight, or do we want to answer questions from the chat?
Well, I could just say real quick. I decided to just put in front of you guys. I'm working on a scarf for my little sister for Christmas. Got her like a zigzaggy green and black pattern. I thought it was pretty neat.
Nice.
So we're just working on that. It'll be pretty simple, pretty monotonous, but oh, I forgot to mark down. I finished like 2 rows. But yeah, we're just gonna get this to a length where she can like wrap it around her neck with ease, with some left over. And then yeah, I'm pretty sure we can make a dent in this.
Pristine says, I love Danganronpa, one of my favorite franchises.
I liked watching the anime of it, and I am really enjoying the playthroughs I've watched of it as well. Like, I'm doing the Game Grumps one right now, and I'm really, like, excuse me, antsy for them to finish it, because I really want to see them finish it, and then move on to either Danganronpa 0 or Danganronpa 2. Maybe that one takes place on an island.
I never got into it, but I knew a lot of people who did.
Anyone caught up on The Mandalorian?
Nope. I only saw season 1, and when I was visiting I had a Zoom with my extended family on Thanksgiving, and I learned that my 70-year-old aunt is more up to date on The Mandalorian than I am, and it hurt my geek pride.
Ouch. I was just gonna say it because I made some doodles today just to kill some time of The Mandalorian, and I posted them on all of my platforms, which is a total of 3. And I pushed it on Twitter, DeviantArt, and Tumblr. Guess which one had the most likes on which platform?
Twitter?
No, Tumblr.
What?
I had 10 fucking notes on Tumblr.
People are still using Tumblr?
People are still using Tumblr.
What?
I've gotten
Tumblr's a thing.
2 likes on Twitter and nothing on DeviantArt. 10 fucking on Tumblr, and that was I uploaded it, took a shower, and came back, and that's what I saw.
Damn.
And I was just like, this is some bullshit.
Right?
Whatever. I guess some people saw it at least. Doodles. I do like that show though. I'm caught up.
So Heather, I was just at a party with my workout group, and none of them, besides Brian, had heard of Mau Mau and the Heroes of Pure Heart.
That
So I showed them
disgusts
some
me.
clips from that,
Oh,
and
dear
I
Lord.
think I got them hooked.
Good. Why aren't you hooked?
Because
I am hooked. I just
No,
don't
she's
have
looking
the
at
ability
me.
to watch it.
Oh yeah, I was looking at her because I'm like, I've watched it in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, what I've seen is cute. I just haven't actually watched the whole thing.
I fucking love that shit.
Art has the power to change people.
Art is okay. So how'd your guys' Black Friday go?
I got a watch.
I had to work that day, but it honestly wasn't bad.
I stayed under the covers, as I usually do.
Yeah.
I like
No, wait,
my
that's
phone.
not true. I took Knife to the vet. Then I stayed
Oh,
under
was
the
she
covers.
sick?
No, she's got to check. I got to check her glucose levels.
Oh, that's true. How are they?
They're staying pretty steady, so they had me increase her insulin again.
Damn it. Oh, my poor kitty.
That's only gonna get worse.
What's gonna get worse?
I would hope not.
It probably won't get worse, but it probably won't get better. Because that's the thing.
We're
Like
gonna
her insulin levels aren't getting worse. They're just not getting as better as the vet would like, type of thing. Like when we first got her tested, her levels were about 500. Now they're about 300, which is still pretty bad. Like that's the thing. It's like the fact that she's being treated and she's still at about 300 isn't great. So basically, the last couple times I've taken her to the vet, they've just upped her insulin level to see if that helps.
Damn. Well, I mean, I guess they got better.
Yeah, they got better. Just
Not good
not as
enough.
better as we would like.
It's time to start Knife on my 8-week program.
She's not fat.
Yeah, she's not. That's what's funny. Like I've seen 20-pound cats that don't have diabetes. She's like 10 pounds. She's very average weight.
I'm
Has
gonna
it?
make her muscular.
Oh, please don't make her like that cat you keep sending me pictures of. That cat has a disease.
Wait, what cat?
Show him the cat.
Show me the cat.
The super
I-
muscular cat that's frightening.
I want to see the frightening muscular cat.
Okay, hang on a second. See if I can find it.
Wait, shit, am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, this is right.
Yeah, and once you get the picture, Ronnie, I see some music notes next to these lyrics that Leo is posting. Maybe you can sing them out.
Oh, he's actually singing the Mau Mau Sing song. I love you, Mau Mau. Finally, my dreams are coming true. Show me how to be a hero like you. Love that song.
How to get copyright strikes.
They're not gonna copy. Could they do that from you just
Yeah.
singing it? Oh my god!
That's happened a lot.
I just saw that.
Oh
picture.
shit! He's out to
Can I
fucking
copy
ruin us.
Strike Heather Blossom?
The worst part, that looks like a somewhat darker version of my current cat.
Yeah, we need to get your cat on my week program too.
No, I am not making her
I'll
that
take my
freaking
cat to
musky
the gym and I'll
cat.
get him into weightlifting.
Trying to freaking. Where is it? It's in memes. Yeah, that she wants him to look like that.
Mm.
Hell no.
No, that is not a healthy cat.
There's something wrong with that.
Meow, says Knife.
Oh, that'd be just terrifying. I don't want my own cat to be able to kick my ass.
She still kinda kicks your ass.
I let her kick my ass.
Okay,
I
like your
love
boyfriend.
her.
Right.
Yes, it's kind of that relationship. I guess there needed to be like a trifecta. Like Knife's not afraid to kick my ass. I'm not afraid to kick Bronny's ass. But if Bronny tries to kick Knife's ass, I'm gonna have a problem.
Mhm.
It's just a fucking. It's like the Pokemon typing.
There you go.
Leo Hino wants to know if Brandon has seen Deadpool 2.
I haven't even seen the first Deadpool.
Yeah, I haven't seen Deadpool. No, I've seen
Yes, you
Deadpool
have.
2.
We saw it together, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Because I remember
We
Bronny and I
went.
going like, "Shit, that's Cutco" at the beginning of the movie.
We've seen. Also, we all saw it together. I don't remember when we saw it. When did we see it?
That was like a year.
It was a
or so
couple of
ago,
years
yeah.
ago.
Oh, that felt forever ago. I can barely remember it. Bronny, when the COVID clears up, take me to a movie. Or let's go to Texas and go to my freaking. Did I show you my brother's house? I gotta show you that shit. Hold on, real quick. They have the fancy assiest house ever.
You have a lot of cell phones.
Oh, that's just the case, you know.
Oh, okay.
When it's charging, it doesn't go in like that.
Okay.
I'm not
Someone
gonna
who
tell you
doesn't
this.
understand copyright law says you can't copyright a cappella.
If it's the notes are noticeable enough, you can.
See, look how the front of it looks.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, look at this.
Nice.
The
Dexter
ceilings are
Thorma
so
says, how would that be possible? Because if the cat could kick your butt,
that kitchen.
that would
That is
be
a
like
nice kitchen.
anyone trying to kick my
Yeah,
butt when I'm
touch me
actually in
fridge,
my
nice.
wheelchair, which
Like
is a
this
bad
fridge.
idea.
They had their
I have
bedroom. They had
no
their
idea
dogs
what
in
you're
it, which
talking
was a little
about,
weird, but
Dexter.
Nice.
There's their bathroom. That's the living room from the freaking staircase. You could,
Upstairs.
yeah, doesn't that look cool? And there was like just the top banister,
Nice.
home theater,
Hey,
Nice.
Heather.
really nice. Sorry, I'm showing pictures. Hold on.
Well, Syndicate wants to know if Knife likes any of the toys that you have.
No.
Unless I really engage her with it and she's in the mood.
Yeah.
Why do I keep? My mom took me to take these many pictures. I don't
Knife's
remember.
favorite toy
That's just my nephew.
is
Nah.
I had him
Heather's
rub my feet.
braid, but
Yes, they
only
are.
while she's working out.
They're living a good life over there.
Nice. Well, yeah, I mean, Knife really likes attention, but I don't know if that's the same as, like, playing.
Yeah, she wants to like sit on my lap and have me constantly pet her. She doesn't want to like chase me around when I'm trying to flip things at her.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, she'll like worse. She'll run away. Like least, she'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't like to play. Which I'm like, I was just telling my mom today about how she's like, does Knife like to play with you and stuff? And I'm like, nah, she doesn't, Mom. She's too old. She doesn't care. She's like, oh, you're gonna have to get a kitten to play with you. And I'm like, maybe one day.
If Knife doesn't beat her up.
I hope
Yeah,
not.
that's the thing about Knife is we've got a 50-50 chance of her either adopting this kitten and being like, baby is mine, or eating it.
Honestly, eating
Don't
it is
eat
a more likely option.
Oh, gross. Don't eat it, Knife. I'm not having this shit happen again.
Oh, right, yeah. No, I mean, she won't actually eat it, but she probably will beat it up.
This is the face of a cannibal.
I still find it hilarious that I told you, like, that it had eaten the other fish, and you're just like, no, that's not possible! I'm like, okay,
It wasn't
Heather.
possible. He was getting double the food. The other fish was eating only a little bit, and he ate the rest, so he shouldn't have been hungry. So why the fuck did you eat
It
it?
wasn't about hunger.
It was about, I'm a stupid fish. Let me see if I can fit this in my mouth.
No, it was about dominance. You introduced a foreign creature into its domain, and it's going to assert its authority by murder.
He didn't do that with his brothers. His brothers died of natural causes.
You say brothers. Were they all shared a tank together before, like for a while?
Only one of them did. Like, cause they came from PetSmart, so they were all in that tank together for a while. Then Tangerine died, and then Pumpkin died.
Yeah, so probably he's gotten used to being the only one, and like they were acceptable because they were, as you put it, family. But when a completely foreign creature enters the domain, needs to be put in his place.
So he just waited for me to not be looking. That hoe
Probably.
bag. I get Twitter notifications on my watch.
Nice. I think the same person just followed both of us.
DJ Neon.
That's the one.
Yeah. That's how I get my alerts, people. I like this watch.
Oh.
She got that phone and then tried to text me with it. And she was like, hey, Brixby.
You actually
And
are
it took her,
activating it.
It took her like 10 minutes to insult
it
me over
wasn't.
text message on the phone because the thing wouldn't listen to her. It was
Hey, Bixby.
hilarious.
Now
Text
I'm kind
Bronny.
of interested. Can you show me the phone on the stream?
Brian.
It's
I
the
don't
watch.
want to talk to
Or the
Brian.
watch?
Ronnie!
You know,
Yeah,
autocorrect
it was
always
this
gets
crap,
that
and then
too.
she's
Nice.
like, no, not that guy, Bronny.
You said, hey, Bronny.
B-R-A-W-N-Y.
You should name it Bronny.
Hey, Bigsby! Hey, Bigsby! You asshole! Hey, Bigsby, you piece of shit! Bigsby! It doesn't want to turn on because it knows
Hey,
I'm gonna-
Bixby. No, don't know who the hell I am. It doesn't trust me.
Okay, I'll stop being a dick. Hey, Bigsby.
Here we go.
Text B-R-A-W-N-Y.
F.Y. Brofy. Good old Brofy.
There's no one named Papa that's
Are you serious? B-R-A.
Hey, Soul
Oh,
Brixby.
Bron!
Text my boyfriend Bronny on the telephone.
Oh, it actually came up, I
radio.
think.
Why don't
Yeah,
you
there we
listen
go.
to my words? you
We're
know?
gonna name you Bra.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, they got that right.
Yes! Oh my god!
You know how funny it would be if I already forgot the name of the watch, but if that watch had an easier time.
It was like,
texting
go
me.
fuck yourself. I understand that language.
Yeah, I know. We're like, it's like, there is no Bronny. There is no Bronny. Oh, go fuck yourself. We hear that a lot.
Really?
Oh, I wonder
A
why.
bit of imagination. Got
Oh
it.
my god. That's the best shit, though.
You know, by the time you trust the watch, it's already too late.
Sure, the world's taken over by computers. They're listening in on my conversations. I don't care.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes
Corporations. listening
Anthony
in
gets
on
all
our lives.
like that. He's like, oh, I don't want another, like, device knowing my information. And I'm just like, Anthony, at this point, Google knows everything about you. Just give up.
Give up.
It's like, they just
Yeah.
know. It doesn't matter. And I'm sort of like,
Bronny.
what government secrets are you hiding there that you need? And I was like,
Ronnie, did you get it?
Yes, I did.
Watch late.
You got the message that said, go fuck yourself?
Why do you abuse me like this, Heather?
Because did
'Cause
you
you
not
abused her
see
right
that
back.
process? Did you not see how hilarious that was?
the only way she could get your name to come up is by just spelling out bra. Like B-R-A, and that's the only way it came
Last
up.
time I had to spell out the whole damn thing.
Well, you almost did, except it was brofy.
Bro, it
It
said
was
my
so
N was an F, probably because I was trying not to laugh.
So first it was Ronnie, I think, right?
Yeah, it
and then it was
sounded-
brofy, and then we just said bra, and it goes, ah, your boyfriend? Yes.
Say, bro. It's funny. If I had Spotify Premium, I could get it to play music too, but like I don't want Spotify Premium.
Mhm.
Fuck that. You know what's funny? They had Brixby on their freaking touchscreen fridge.
Oh, nice.
You can also ask it how the weather is. Hey Brixby or Bixby, How's the weather outside?
Cold as fuck.
It is clear and 55 degrees right now.
Like I said, cold as fuck.
Damn.
You think 55
Only
degrees is
55?
cold, you freaking
I'm a
weakling?
Californian
I was like,
man.
it's only 55.
I'm a Californian
But
man.
55 is cold. I don't know what you're talking
Thank
about.
you.
It's cold.
He wants to live in a
but
desert.
Not freezing.
No, don't leave
Freezing
it.
like
That's a
30.
bad idea because it gets to freezing temperatures in the desert during the winter.
Yeah, it does.
You know,
I've-
like when I
I've
go to
looked
work in the morning, I get a freeze warning from my
Frost.
car saying like,
Yeah.
"Be careful, the roads could be frozen."
Yeah, that's what my
Hmm.
car keeps telling me. It shows me a little snowflake.
Yeah, little snowflakes. It's like careful, shit can be frozen out there. Now, luckily for us, of course, we don't have any water to freeze, so it's not actually dangerous, but it's still cold as hell.
Yeah.
The thing I also like about it is that Brickley's like, hey, you should probably
I don't like
stretch
the
or
desert,
something.
especially when it
Really?
comes to winter.
Yeah, like during the day, it'll just be like, because it's related to Samsung Health. And it's just like, hey, you haven't been active for a while. You want to do some stretches or something? I'm like, that's not a bad idea. I'm usually in the mood to just stretch my arms.
I would actually get pissed off if something told me to exercise. I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Oh, it's not really exercise. It's like, do some arm stretches. Do like 5 of these. And I'm like, yeah, I'd like to stretch my arms because I'm just sitting at work. So, like, my muscles are kind of taut. So I'm just like, yeah, I could use a good stretch. I won't do squats out of nowhere
Hell no.
because that'd be weird.
Hell no.
But, like, I'll do torso twists or, like, just some arm stretches.
That's
Those
fair.
those feel nice.
That's fair. Usually when I
Trent
would wear.
Jerome says, hi Heather, Bronny, and Sweetie. And we also have Edits Coon and Brandon with us tonight. We got pretty much the whole gang here.
Oh, we're
What
just
up?
missing
The
Louie.
whole house. It's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season,
The
Holiday
season.
so whoop-de-doo and dickory-dock. And don't forget to hang up your sock. It's just
Coming down the
exactly
chimney
12
down.
o'clock. He'll be coming down the chimney down.
He'll be coming down the chimney down.
No, that refrain is for the ladies, you goof nugget.
Who
Hey,
cares?
Who
It's like
freaking
you don't
cares?
even-
Gender
it's like
fluid
you don't
chorus.
even
Yeah.
work in retail.
I do work in retail.
That's the joke.
Oh man. I mean, I work night too.
You ever
so-
just listen to that song? The fact that he says whoop-de-doo, he's like, you didn't put much effort into this song.
Yeah, honestly, that's always what's kind of funny. It's like whoop dee doo and
What?
dickory
Can
dock.
you
I'm like, you don't
cover
sound like you've ever
All I
said
Want
dickory
for
dock in any
Christmas
other context
is
of your
you?
life.
I'm
You guys
like,
just like, I'm just singing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I want for Christmas.
ask
is
Brony, not
you.
edit. You can go
Oh,
out.
no.
What can I do? Maybe all I want for Christmas is Jews.
I mean,
Oh, I see.
Whoa.
Like to do what I do. I do the same thing.
what does that imply? Oh, yeah, because you are Jewish. And that's a...
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do?
I mean, I ship it, I guess.
Okay, Bronny and all the Jews. Time for green.
I love the juice. Apple is my favorite. Seriously, nobody. Gosh darn it.
Wait, what did you say?
No,
I
don't
said-
don't humor him.
Don't engage him.
No, enough.
Ah,
His site is based on movement.
it's based on hearing. You guys are
Ugh.
I mean, I'm being punished for saying something earlier. I don't remember, but
Yes, this is retribution.
Syndicate wants to know if we are fans of Chipmunk Christmas songs.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to be in the mood. I haven't listened to one in a really long time.
Yeah, I mean, like, it usually comes up on the radio. I don't actively seek it out, but yeah, it's cute.
Some nameless Mexican dude says this stream is bruh.
Sup, Louie?
yeah.
We just knew.
Well, that's the only one Bronny's racist towards.
I mean, everyone's racist towards this guy.
I'm
Trying
not
to play
racist
it
towards
off,
Louie.
though.
I mean, I abuse
He's
him in my own
Mexican.
way, but it's not racism.
It's not racism if we're just singling out one guy.
Yeah, we're just racist towards people named Louis.
Yeah. The specific Louis who lives.
I was gonna
Someplace.
say, what did the
lives at this
man who
address,
walked around
his
the moon
social
do to you
security number's
guys?
this.
Just kidding.
Yes, Louis is Mexican, Leo.
Well,
He is,
actually, he's
no
American,
question.
but okay.
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Mexican
Don't listen to him.
American.
He's just denying it.
But if he isn't Mexican, that must make him Mexicant.
Yeah, because he Mexican.
You Mexican.
But he's
Hey guys, we're
Mexican. He
Mexicans
can,
here, not
you know,
Mexicans.
Here, hold on. I think I encountered an issue. I gotta fix this. Hold on. There we go.
I saved time
Wait,
today, but not having
what
to do
happened?
my nails.
There we go.
You do your nails every day?
Oh
No, I
God!
do them every
yeah.
Saturday.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the frick? That makes
If I did them every day, they might look
Or
good every day,
seemingly,
but they do not. I have to.
That would also be a pain
Well, I
in
mean,
the
your
ass,
face is
though.
not showing.
Oh no, yeah, you're gonna be like all still and shit. No, I wouldn't do that every day.
Yeah.
Too much of a pain in the ass.
Right.
Oh God! So we got the stream going on Discord here, and Edits Coon has a bespeckled twin.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you just glasses and you look pretty similar.
Yeah, they're saying that we look similar. By the way, I have my headphones in, guys.
Similar to me.
Yeah,
I'm a year older than you.
technically.
I mean, it's true. Glasses make the man. I mean.
People I knew for a while, actually.
Like Princess Heather and Bronny.
Prince.
Since Equestria LA 2015.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
A long time
Is
ago.
that when you went?
Yeah,
that
we've
was
been
the-
friends
Was
forever.
that the first or the second thing you went to?
The second one I went to.
Let's look
The
at
first one
look at those
was fun.
analytics.
Nice.
Those are good. Those are good. There's
Yeah.
11.
I didn't even have to mention my cleavage.
Because of
11
COVID.
viewers. Did we have a lot of viewers that stream?
Yeah, remember? Like, the stream... Well, it was probably Silvercool's fault, though. Like, I retweeted your stream talking about my cleavage, and that had Silver chime in for some frickin' reason.
It's like
And he
cleavage,
posted
hello.
on it on Twitter, and then I think everybody...
Well, yeah,
Well,
came
get
to
him out
the-
again. I want to see how high this goes. Got the biggest ties here. I should have worn the tank top with my areolas out.
There you go.
I'd much rather you didn't.
Yeah, this might have been a top you might have stopped me from wearing.
Probably. I do recall being like, okay.
Did you see me in that?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I was wearing it earlier, and I was looking at
Oh.
it too, and I was just like, those nipples are kind of like, I see them. There's the shape. So it might be a little much, but at the same time, more viewers probably.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever, like, complained about you wearing it around the house, but I do recall one time, like, you were gonna go out in a shirt like that, and I'm like, you sure?
I don't remember this at all. I don't remember you slut
Swedish
shaming
like,
me.
I can make two very prominent points to why you shouldn't wear that shirt.
I don't think I actually told you not to. I just sort of, like, showed my disapproval with words of pretending I approve type of thing. I'm just like, okay, if you
Alright,
want to wear
let
that,
it
yeah. I was like,
But
alright.
okay.
You
I was
do
probably,
you.
I was probably like, okay, and then just went out with my tits out.
No, I think actually it was a misunderstanding and you weren't intending on wearing it out, and I was like, okay.
This feels
That's what I
familiar,
call
but I can't remember what I wore.
Yeah, I can't be sure if it was that shirt, but I
No,
vaguely
like,
recall.
it was this tank top was new. I just got
So
it.
then it was probably something
It was
else.
something else. I don't know. I'm
I'm
sure
not
there's
sure.
some other clothes I wear that are a bit questionable.
I mean, I think the only thing I really got on your case about was the fishnets, but then the fishnets and stilettos, but then I ate my words when you cut the bouquet, so, don't listen to me.
Heather's fashion sense is
Saves the
always
day.
justified.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bigorna wants to know, how did we all spend our cool turkey holiday? So, Heather, let's hear some good Thanksgiving stories from you.
Stories. I don't know if I could say stories. Like, nothing of note really happened. I just went to go see my nephews in Texas. And, I ate a lot. Wore my favorite Thanksgiving sweater. I got to see my brother, too, because he's living in Texas now. He's going to be a recruiter. And he's living there with his wife. Their house, so fancy. I have a pile of clothes over there because his wife's mother, who designs clothes in New York, just gives her a whole bunch of clothes, and she was just like, I cannot wear all these clothes, guys. Do you want some? And I came back with that many. And I'm like, I just don't have enough hangers to put them all up because there's space, just not enough hangers.
Good lord.
Yeah, I have nice clothes.
Got a lot of clothes.
Nice clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's funny? I don't think I've ever had to go out and buy clothes I really need, like outside of shoes.
Forgive my interruption, guys.
You're good.
That's all right. I muted you throughout the whole thing.
Oh, I wasn't
Yeah,
even
okay.
listening. But like, yeah, like I haven't had to go buy like a blouse or pants because more often than not, people just give me clothes like for as gifts and like sometimes just randomly. Like people at my work, like on 2 separate occasions, 2 separate people just keep giving me free clothes and free jackets
Nice.
and free dresses, and I'm just like, well, yeah, it's nice. They're nice clothes and they all fit. I'm just like, why do people keep giving me this?
Because you look cute.
They're like, I think you look nice in this dress.
Yep.
Anyhow, guys, sorry to abruptly leave, but
Aw.
How
my
dare you.
brother and I are gonna go do manly things.
I
Aw.
thought you were
Back
gonna
soon.
say marijuana.
Maybe that's manly. Who knows?
It might be. It's legal now over there, isn't it?
It's legal over
Yeah,
here.
it's legal. Like full fledged. You can smoke that stuff out. I see a lot of people smoking it out on the street, and the cops don't give 2 shits.
Yeah, like, yeah, I guess it's legal.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'll probably be back soon because I know most places are closing a bit early because of stupid. I mean, the curfew's at 10,
Yeah.
but I'll be back. Hopefully, the stream's still going by then.
Okie doke.
See you
See you
later.
around.
Bye.
Later.
You know what's
In
funny about
an
our
hour.
curfew is the mayor apparently basically directly defied the governor to set it, because the governor of Arizona is like, no, basically said that local governments were not able to set restrictions, and basically the mayor was like, screw you, I'm setting a curfew. Like, it's like, I give a shit about the people in my city, thanks.
It's so dumb. It doesn't even work. It's not gonna do. If anything, it's gonna make it worse because now things are not open for as long, so more people are going to have to pack in a shorter amount of time. It's gonna be harder to keep up with the disinfecting. Why is everybody so retarded?
We'll see how it all goes.
What things usually are open past 10 anyway?
Restaurants, bars, grocery stores are the first things that come to mind.
Not all grocery stores are open past 10. A lot of them close at 9.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a 24-hour Walmart in a while.
Yeah, there may be things like that, but oftentimes they're not a thing. And restaurants and bars are things you shouldn't be going to during a pandemic.
Yeah, but I'm of the school of thought where you gotta weigh your own options and have personal responsibility. And if you're not afraid, then go for it, right? And if you want to take that risk while you're running your business, so you don't have to close down and possibly lose your livelihood, then you should have the freedom to do so. It's not the government's job to make that decision for you.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
All right.
It's one of those things I would agree with you if I thought I had any sort of faith in the general intelligence of the American population.
Yeah, there's that personal responsibility doesn't necessarily equate to intelligence, unfortunately. But there's nothing you can do about that.
Moving on. What
Looks
are they
like you're
gonna...
making good progress. You're out of the black and into the green.
Yep.
Heather, why am I so bad at piano?
You're not bad at piano, god damn it.
Haven't you only just started learning?
It's been a little while, but yeah, he's already...
Well, I mean,
pretty
it's been
nice.
less than a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. I have had. There was that we kind of my mom teaches me piano. We had like on and off lessons for a while, and we only just like quite recently made it actually consistent. So minor experience plus right now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You'll get there.
Quit being
But
so
I
hard
don't
on
know,
yourself.
Heather, I'm trying to remember the meme. I do the Ling exercises. I practice for 40 hours a day. I
40
live and I breathe
hours?
it,
Yeah,
and I'm still bad, Heather.
My dude, my friend. I've told you, don't overdo this. And
well, you
don't-
can't practice 40 hours a day. Is the
That's the joke.
Yes.
Dude, my friend, my brosif, it'll come in time. You gotta give yourself, some of that. You're starting later, not very late. You're still in your early 20s, but like you're starting later in life, and you're not getting all the teaching like as much as you want to. But you are practicing quite regularly. So I'd say you're very well put together.
I need to break. I feel like I need to break my left wrist to make up for it. I need to repent.
Stop doing breaking stuff. Don't break stuff.
I must repent, Heather.
Stop.
So
My God,
so
where are you,
Brandon,
Jesus Christ?
Brandon, you gotta change your mindset, alright? So listen very carefully. I've been doing most of the things that I do for at least 15 years. And I'm still mediocre at best.
Mm-hmm.
Like on my best days, I would not quantify myself as good. Yeah, just about everything I do I've been doing for at least 15 years. Some of it closer or beyond 20. So you got to understand that progress and skill is not about being good, right? You should be focusing on making progress constantly, but you're never going to reach a spot where it should be good enough. Because even when you get objectively good, you should be asking yourself, what's the next step, right? So just focus on making progress regardless of where you're at. And if you're okay, so the progress is good. It doesn't matter what your objective skill is right now, because you'll catch up to people quickly if you practice more than they do and have a better work ethic.
That actually makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, he applied to you with logic. I couldn't have done that. I would have been just like, no, man, you're doing great. I can only do it emotionally.
Well, I would have just said, like, man, I took 2 years of piano, and even when I was fresh out of those lessons, I was still shit.
Yeah, you're really keeping with it. It's because you have the passion.
Well, now the good news is I don't feel the need to break my left wrist to repent, so thank you, Bronny.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Good. Yes, you've stopped my friend from performing self-harm. Thank you, Bronny.
Yes, because you're definitely not going to get better if you break your wrist. That is going to seriously impede your ability to get better.
The only time breaking your wrist helps is in some combat sports, and that's under controlled circumstances when you're trying to apply Wolf's Law.
What's Wolf's Law?
That's when your bones, right? It applies directly to bones, but it can also apply to a lot of things. It's basically the process of breaking down tissue in your body, and then when it rebuilds, when it recovers denser, thicker, stronger, right?
That's
so
rough.
if you apply it to bones, it makes your bones really hard. That's why I can put my hands through like a brick, it also applies to your muscles, like weightlifting. We've got chat here. Syndicate says, my favorite Heather stream I have seen is the 4th of July one with her being intoxicated and wearing a cowboy hat.
Oh, aren't those good
That was
memories?
fun.
That's a great time right there. That's
Was that
everyone's
the-
favorite.
was that
That's
the
my
day you
nephew's
flipped
favorite.
out about-
That's actually funny. At Thanksgiving, they're like, Heather, our favorite stream was when you were drinking too many margaritas in a cowboy hat. And I'm like, why were you watching that one? And their mom was like, yeah, I told them not to watch you when you were drunk on there. And I'm like, well, why you didn't stop them? They were in there.
Is that the one where you flipped out about Destiny 2?
No.
I wasn't drunk for that one.
No, she
That
was
was
sober for that.
That was
yeah.
sobriety at its
pure
finest.
sober Heather right there. No, this is the one where basically I was a really bad influence because I kept on encouraging her to drink.
I could have a very bad problem if she wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
Heather sent me a meme earlier this week that I'm pretty certain will someday become a reality. And she sent me this thing. It was like, oh babe, can we go to 2 margaritas for $7 at the bar tonight. I promise I won't get stupid me $21 later. So 6 margaritas, and it's a cat with a sombrero and maracas calling itself.
It said it in Spanish. Yo soy estúpida. No, like this, the meme went like, honey, can we go to 2 margaritas for $7, happy hour? And the girlfriend's like, okay, but promise me you won't get stupid. I promise. And that shit happens. And I was like, honey, you're just gonna have to let me get stupid sometimes a little bit. If I see a deal, like 2 margaritas for $7,
that is legit.
that is
good.
fucking awesome. I am gonna get
I don't
messed
like
up.
margaritas, but I'd think about it for that price.
Would you drive me to it?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
someone
gonna need
needs
a
to drive you home.
I need a designated driver.
My parents were down here visiting this week, and the first night they were down here, I went out to dinner with them, and we went to Mexican because that's what my father was craving. And so the waiter comes over and he's like, "Oh, and what would you like to drink?" And so both of my parents were asking about alcoholic beverages, and they ran down the list. Dude says margarita. Oh, we also have margaritas, and my mother was like, you ever seen a dog suddenly gain attention on you and its ears just pop up and she was like, huh?
Oh, me and your mom are gonna have a good
Oh my
time.
god, you said the magic word.
Yeah.
I love me a margarita. I like a strawberry blended margarita.
Mm.
It's like a smoothie.
If I want something like that, I usually go for pina coladas. Things are
Do you like pina coladas?
Pina coladas are good.
I think the first one I had was in a very nice Mexican restaurant. They put a little whipped cream on that.
Oh, nice.
Delicious. Yeah, when I first turned 21, my mom was taking me to a bitch load of places. Especially when we moved down to Rancho. This was sometime after, but she kept just driving just me and her. She would dress me up and take me to a restaurant and just let me drink a whole bunch for happy hour. And I'm like, thanks, Mom.
That's crazy.
Why? I don't know why she just encouraged me to do such weird things.
I'm still traumatized from the night you turned 21, Heather.
That was hilarious.
Oh my god.
I had so much fun.
I know. Why does no one encourage me to do well,
There-
I guess Bronny encourages me to do
Ronnie,
these
my
things.
lips are so soft. Why come nobody's kissing them?
Why didn't you kiss them?
You know,
We weren't dating.
I still was like, yeah, Bronny!
you know, my birthdays are usually one of 2 things. I either wind up having chicken parm in some way, or my mom orders a huge juicy platter that I finish like a quarter of.
That's cute.
Oh, you're making me hungry. Damn. I don't know. If I ordered something right now, they'd probably not get it to me. I can make food later. But now I want chicken parm.
Syndicate says, were you surprised that the government is trying to make pot legal?
No.
I don't know if the
Why
government
I'm so
is
political
trying,
this
and the people are just. I think the government just stopped fighting.
And the people are like,
It's like, we
420.
want our weed, and they're like, fine. Like I think they're being worn down by the people rather than the government actively trying, because they don't need to try.
I was actually watching an episode of South Park because in South Park, like, the dad of Stan has, like, a weed farm now because pot's legal. And he's just like, I've always wanted to have a legal weed farm. And he does. And, like, he's still a complete and total douche. But I will admit he runs a pretty good business. Like, he knows how to exploit people for sales, like making specials and shit. And, like, he made a special weed called Christmas Snow for winter, and they were like, what's in this weed, Randy Marsh, and why is it white? And he goes like, oh, that's cocaine. And they go like, cocaine's illegal. And he goes like, it is? You know what, hold up, I've done this before, don't worry about it. He goes off, he does a montage of him getting signatures on petitions, and him doing like freaking the drug on wars is racism, and doing a concert and shit, and then he comes back and he's like, okay, here you go, cocaine's legal now.
I mean, legit, I think it is legal in one of the states. I forget which one.
I
but
think
this
it
past
was
election.
Oregon.
Was
that
it Oregon? Yeah.
They decriminalized it. I don't
Decriminalized
think
it,
it's
yeah.
legal, but like if you're caught with it, they're like, okay, go to rehab.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's all the government care. Go to rehab is usually only something that they care about if you've done something wrong, which is still the case with weed. Like, the funny thing is, the thing that I voted for to legalize weed, how it was worded is it was more interested in letting you know what the restrictions were. It was like, you have to be 21, you can't be operating machinery, blah blah blah. It's like all these restrictions on like the circumstances where you can smoke it, rather than being like, just freaking weed for everybody. It was like, no, not weed for everybody, not weed for minors, not weed for people who are working, not weed for people who are driving. It's like, no, you need to be responsible with this shit. You can still get a DUI just because it's weed. Don't make it mean you.
Yeah, it sucks you
be
can't leave that
responsible.
up to common sense, because people,
You can never leave that shit to common sense. People still drunk drive and kill each other.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
like,
look at this COVID shit. No one gives a shit about who they're killing.
yeah, like, and there was a thing at my old workplace. We worked in a warehouse where people, like, they would send us someplace else to do our urine tests, and, like, the people had to drive themselves there, so they would go on the way and pick up something that they would use as fake pee, and then take it to the bathroom with them and use that so they could pass their drug test, because everyone in that warehouse smoked weed.
Damn.
One guy freaking ran over my ankles. Yeah, like, well, not exactly. Like, he was passing by on his forklift, and I was, like, working next to my pallet, and he hit my pallet, and I was, like, the pallet was here, there's me, and there's the shelves. I turn around, he pushed the pallet into my ankles,
Damn.
and I was just like, stop, and he goes, what? And it's like, you're pushing into my ankles, man. And after that, we, like, of course, I had to report the accident, and
Right,
they
yeah.
took me to a place where we had to do urine tests and stuff. I think they had him off that for a while.
Yeah.
My freaking mom was mad at me for doing that.
Freaking why?
Well, because she was like, why didn't you report it earlier? Because I waited a little bit, and then I
Oh.
said it at the safety meeting that we had.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then she was just like, it took you forever to get out of there. And I'm like, well, it's not my
Whatever.
fault.
Yeah. I mean, was it like
It's
the
not my
same
fault.
day?
But she's always guilting me for crap. Yeah.
Oh, well then that's fine. I thought this was like, later on, but no, if it's the same
No,
day, it's
it's
same day.
same day. And she's just mad it took me so long in the lab for them to, like, call my name and get my pee.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, and she's just mad because she got left with the kids for too long, and she doesn't. It's annoying. I'm like, she got mad at me for stuff that is way out of my control, and
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a thing.
No, yeah, I'd only get, like, you report it too late only counts for if it's beyond 24 hours. And the reason that that's really a problem is that if it is, at least how my work functions, and I think a lot of places are the same, if you report something after 24 hours, they won't necessarily cover if there's any injuries because you reported it too late.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want there to be, like, because at worst, it didn't hurt that bad. It was mostly just like, dude, if you do it any further than that, it's going to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Right, what are you doing?
Hey,
We're
Louie.
reading the chat.
What up?
I don't like chat.
I hate knots.
All right, what do you want to talk about, Louis?
Let's talk about how cool I am.
You are very cool.
You're pretty cool. I sent you a Christmas present.
I bought you a Christmas card. I have yet to send it. But I bought it.
I will receive them in the future.
Sweet.
Yes.
I'm still debating whether or not I should wait until Christmas to open whatever presents I get. Because I know your thing's coming a bit earlier, Heather.
Oh, no, mine's coming later.
Later. Oh.
Yeah,
And
wow,
open it
okay.
as soon as you get it.
Yeah, so open it as soon as you get it. I'm sorry about that. I ordered it, too, and they were just like, eh. And I'm like, I don't think this, like, if you have the pieces, it would take you long. But it's small business. I don't know what the procedures are.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, if they send it out as soon as they make it, we'll see when it gets to you. I don't know. Christmas time is when everything gets a little gummed up.
Yeah, so, Brandon, do you want to explain to me why you're taking up half the space in Heather's living room right now?
It's gifts. It's gifts.
Yeah. Brandon freaking sent me a huge ass box that cost him $100 to get to me, and it's
Oh,
in my
yeah.
living room.
No.
Oh, he's
okay.
responsible for the,
Alright.
the
Brandon, that's Brandon's box.
That better not be
Okay,
furniture,
okay.
dude.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I peeked in there a little bit.
Okay.
He probably sent you a cat tree.
God damn it.
I better not be another cat tree.
I'll tell you it's not a cat tree. I will
Okay.
say that.
It would be heavier if it was a cat tree.
That was the thing. When I saw the giant box, I was like, motherfucker, this better not be
The
another cat
box?
tree. And then I
The
poked
box?
Why
it
would I
with my
get
foot.
another one?
Well, someone could have sent you another one and been like, here, knife needs more things she'll never use. And I poked it with my foot, though, and I'm like, oh, it's lighter, thank God.
Yeah, it's probably got pillows in there. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's fine. Dude, gum up her bed, that's fine. It's when it goes into my
The
living room I
reason-
have a problem.
The reason the box is that big is because the box options were pretty bad. I couldn't find the box that was wide and small. I could only get one that was wide and big. So that's part of the reason the box is so big. Why is it over a hundo? You ask. I don't know. I hate the post office. I also got a priority, so that added into the cost.
Oh man, that's sweet, man.
But yeah, I did say like, oh, wait until Christmas, but really, open it whenever you want. Actually, it's whatever.
I will have to open it before Christmas, I think, if you want to see me open it, because Christmas will be over in visiting my mom, me and Bronny, so I don't want to have to bring it over there and then open it and stuff. So if you want, we'll just open that before like one of the weekends before I go.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll wait till it feels Christmassy enough.
So Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
Honey Drop says, "Don't you dare pull a Deku."
What does that mean?
Yeah, I saw
Something
that,
with
and I was thinking about that, and I'm just
Hero,
like,
My
with the
Hero
relation.
Academia, I assume.
What is a
Uh,
Deku?
Deku
Is the guy, right?
is
Yeah, it's the
a
main character.
My Hero Academia character.
What did you mean when you say you pulled?
I was thinking of Deku like Legend of Zelda. Okay,
No,
I
I'm
knew
pretty
you
sure they
were.
mean My Hero
I knew
Academia.
you
I just
were.
don't know what they mean.
I don't know
Subcategory
who that is and what their role is in the anime.
It's the main character,
Basically, dude breaks his own bones to win fights.
basically.
Oh man, Brian, no wonder you want to watch
Oh, so that must have been a delayed response to our whole
Ha!
breaking your wrist thing. Suddenly it all comes together.
that. Goes
Well,
full
no, it
circle.
was actually like 30 minutes ago when we were talking about it. But
Yeah.
it took me-
See,
it
you
took me
didn't
this long
mention
to
that that
butt back
comment.
into the conversation.
Yeah, you didn't mention that that comment was from a conversation from earlier, so I was trying to figure out how the heck it related to what we were talking about now. But yes,
Indeed.
now it makes sense. Yes, don't be Deku. Because you don't have, like, super magical powers that make that okay.
I wish I had super magical piano powers.
You could be like the music.
But that would be
meister.
cheating, and would that be right?
Cheating's okay if you don't get caught.
Okay, so
But then it's
get
not
this.
his own ability.
Leo
he knows how to cheat.
Hino, and Pristine are having their own conversation in the chat right now. He's trying to get her to talk about anime, and so he asks her what she thinks about Orin High School Host Club, and she says, Pristine says, "Never saw it, no interest in it."
It's surprisingly good. I know that's because it's a harem anime, and that turns a lot of people off.
Like reverse harem though.
It's reverse, yeah. It's a reverse harem anime, and a lot of people are like, I don't like harem anime, and walk away, which is understandable. I don't like harem anime either, but this one is funny, and it's one of those like trope aware type of animes, and it's actually really good. So I understand that someone telling you it's a reverse harem anime is not a good advertisement for it, but it's surprisingly good given the genre.
And it's so pink.
I mean, that's not why it sells me to it, but it's also not a.
You're not complaining.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about that. So
You love pink.
Brawny,
Yeah.
you're also missing that as soon as Leo asked about B-stars, it seems that Pristine kind of tapped out of the conversation.
She's like, I ain't about
I don't
that
know why
furry
it's funny to
shit.
me.
I mean, that's fair. I haven't seen it
I don't
either.
know why it's
So.
funny to me, but it is.
Damn it.
Yep.
What'd you break?
But
Nice
Gorna, I'm not
freaking
reading that
yarn.
comment.
Syndicate, I'm not reading that question that you've asked on previous streams and 3 times tonight.
Eh. I'm not dealing with all this mess.
I'm gonna make a harem anime. It's gonna be about gorillas. I'm gonna call it Harembe.
I remember a time
Well, yeah.
when you actually
Oh.
like tried to make a harem anime with me, and it was weird. Like, because you started shipping me, and then you turned it into like a harem anime situation. I'm like, oh god, what have I done?
It's beautiful.
Right?
Yeah, Heather is not good at writing.
Not
that
Heather,
wasn't
you.
me.
I was talking to you, Bronny.
If
Yeah.
I wrote it, it'd be great.
No, she already was into the shipping shit. You, however, like, it took you a while to get into it, and then you started, like, trying to get harem stuff started, and like, oh my god, I've created a monster.
Oh no, I remember this now. I was trolling.
Well, duh, but that's what shipping is.
It's a big troll. It's the long game.
Yep.
Well, it is if you do it wrong.
No, if you do it right, it's trolling. If you do it wrong, then it's matchmaking.
I think he means what my statement about how it's the long game.
Oh. Well, you guys were the long game, I'll tell you that much.
Worth it.
Yes. Eventually.
Sweetie's like, I've invested too much into this shit.
And then you guys are like, maybe another 3 years before we get married. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Well, what do you want me to do? To un-COVID the United States?
No, I realize COVID is a situation. But before COVID, you guys were like, I don't know, maybe in 5 years. I'm like,
It's like, look,
Sweetie, you
I don't
would
know
not
when he's gonna
believe
become a
this
slum
freaking-
McBillionaire.
Sweetie, you would not believe this freaking harlot you set me up with. She wants to hold hands, and we're not even engaged yet.
You should be holding hands.
Maybe you should be a little more sexy about it, Bronny. I don't know. I mean, you're
It'll be
kind of
worth the
asking
wait,
for it.
Heather.
Did you see the way you were dressed?
Before marriage, anything above the waist is fair game.
No.
I knew that would make him uncomfortable. That's
It's like,
great.
no. Jesus, are you getting out a gun over there?
No, I was.
It's your
flipping my
knife, sorry.
song around.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
getting
it's a
out
knife.
gun.
Guns sound different, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, all I hear is a click, and I'm like, ah, shit. He's like,
It's like, that's it. Enough of this shipping shit.
it's like, I'm done.
Well, what worries me is that I actually don't remember the last time you shipped us two, but I feel like I would be the first to go if you went on a rampage.
Oh,
I don't know
no.
about first to go, but you'd be on the list.
Yeah, I'd at least be somewhere.
Why would Brandon be on the list? Brandon has never done anything.
That doesn't mean I haven't shipped
But
it.
I think just by virtue of me being shipped with you a decent amount of times, you would just be like, all right.
You
let's
can't be
make
shipped
sure
if you're
you never
dead.
get shipped again.
No, it's these two that are the real problem, okay? I don't even get autonomy when these two are in the same room with each other.
Strike
They're
me
like,
down.
oh, and by the way, you're gonna do this, and I was, this was roughly like one at the point where Heather and Sweetie and I were all friends, and we were hanging out with each other a lot, and they would just volunteer me for things, and I'd be like, hey, do I get any say in this? And in stereo, they'd go, no.
I mean, I'm not saying that hasn't happened.
Now it feels like something I do.
Yeah.
It always would end with, Bronny, I'm gonna need you to take one for the team.
Yeah, that's usually how she starts with it, yes.
Gonna need to take one for
I'm
the
not.
team. buddy.
See, I like how she though presents it in a way like you're doing something nice for everybody else. Or usually for me, I'm like, get off your lazy butt and do a thing. See,
I
she
never
tries to be
understood
nice to
this.
you.
The Gordon says, unprotected hand holding, how prude.
Well, we're wearing gloves. We're in the middle of a pandemic, for crying out loud. We're in protection.
Do you wear the clear gloves or do you wear the blue gloves? Blue
Uh,
latex.
The white ones. I don't think they're clear too much.
I wear oven mitts.
Those are cute.
I don't wear gloves.
How do you
Ow.
text with them?
You don't.
He
I
goes
use
all
my
strong
nose.
bad on it and just like it's magically typing even though he's got boxing gloves on.
Oh, yeah.
I use my nose to text. If I'm texting with Heather, I'll kiss the space bar.
Ah.
Everyone else I headbutt.
Aw.
Okay, that's a Dane Cook reference, isn't it?
Is
It
it?
might be.
Yeah.
Oh, he did have a joke like
Yeah,
that.
he had
didn't
because he made a joke about the fact that because he had a microphone and so when he'd mime typing, it was like it was up against his face, and he's like, if you're wondering why I'm miming like this, because this is where I hold the keyboard, and so every time I hit the space, I kiss. Unless I'm really angry, and then I go, "How dare you, Jacum!"
that is
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Whatever
Way to
happened to
drudge
Dane
that up
Cook?
from my
I don't-
subconscious.
Fade it away.
That was like 2006 Dane Cook.
Me and my brother were watching that on old school YouTube.
He's an old school comedian. Yeah, I really liked him. I was late to the game, but I liked him when I got into him. He was funny.
Yeah. I think he voiced that little plane on Planes.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah, I had to watch Planes.
Let's see here. Zero Aura says, hey everyone, happy late Thanksgiving and early holidays.
What up?
Prince Dark Soul says, it seems Brawny is going to be the one taking orders in the relationship.
Yeah.
These girls are so lucky that I like doing things for people.
Uh huh.
You love me.
Pray, what was the last thing you did for me other than date this one?
That was a big service to you.
That was a big service.
I offer to do things for you all the time, and you're like, I'm gonna get a restraining order. Frickin'.
I mean, usually, yeah. Because you have no, like, concept of no means no, Brawny.
Well,
When
then why
I...
are you asking me what I've done for you lately?
Because you're all like, I do all these things for them. And I'm like, what have you done for me?
I don't know, take the abuse.
I said I like
That's
doing
true.
things for people.
Uh-huh.
That's why you take the abuse. I need to sit upright. Stretch my hands.
How long until we're done with this scarf? I want to
Oh.
talk about crocheting things now.
We can't exactly. Well, you know, it kind of wraps around the neck, but we need it longer than this.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm gonna work on it off stream too because I have to get this done by Christmas. Which means if it's not done by freaking the time you get here, you're driving us to California while I crochet.
That's fine.
I need to take regular breaks when I crochet in the car. I get car sick.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Yeah, I was about
I've
to
never
say that.
tried,
Don't
but
you
that
think
sounds like that would get me super car sick.
Oh yeah, I've done it, but you know I get sick and then I have to just put my head out the window
Yeah.
a little bit and then I get back into it.
Jeez.
I can't do anything while we're in a car.
Yeah, unless I'm better being car sick when I'm driving, but
Oh yeah, like I haven't driven that long in a car,
yeah, true.
so I don't know if I'll get car. Like, you ever get car sick when you're driving?
I've never known it to be a thing, no. But yeah, I used to get car sick a lot when I was a kid, which sucks because I totally could have used that time to do my homework in the car, but I'd get car sick just looking at words at all.
I think I did that a couple times, and I think I tried to read in the car because I just liked reading, and then I'd get sick, take a break, and then I'd read some more, get sick, take a break. I would pace it out.
There was never any pacing. Like, if I started reading even a little bit, I'd be sick for the rest of the trip.
So now Leo and Christine are talking about Bernadette Peters. and I don't
Bernadette
know
Peters
who
is the
that
best. Yes, you do. Bernadette Peters is one of the best, like, musical theater actresses. She's also been in a lot of films. My favorite work of hers has got to be from Into the Woods, but she's been in a lot of things. You know Bernadette Peters, you just don't know you know her.
Okay.
Did you ever watch Animaniacs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rita?
Okay, the squirrel.
No, not the squirrel, the cat. Rita and Buttons, the cat that sang a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's Bernadette Peters.
Cool.
What other things has she been in? I recently watched Anastasia. She's in Anastasia as Sophie. What else has she been in that you would know? Bernadette Peters, there she is. Movies. Annie, she was in Annie, the 82 Annie. As the hotel. Oh yeah, she was in the Brandy Cinderella. I don't know if you're a fan of that, but she was the wicked stepmother in Cinderella. She was in apparently Beauty and the Beast sequel. What else would you know her from? All of these are. Because the thing is, like, she was a big thing in the 80s and 90s, so that would be what you'd know her from.
Well, I don't remember either of those decades.
You know what?
Yes, you do.
What I found out today. I was just watching a little bit of like behind the scenes of The Mandalorian, and the guy, freaking Dave Filoni. I can't pronounce his last name, but the guy who worked on Clone Wars is working on The Mandalorian, and I'm just like, oh, that guy. He's been in Avatar: The Last Airbender and all this shit. He's great. So I'm super happy to know that. I'm like, oh, that's super cool. No wonder I like this.
I don't remember her being.
Emerald Spencer says, I am late. Forgive me, Brown Horse, Tan Horse Chan, and Pink Horse San.
Hey,
You are forgiven.
I don't want to be Tan Horse Chan.
You're not forgiven.
No one asked you.
I'm Princess Sue.
We'll
Yes,
call
sir?
you Beige Horse Coon.
That doesn't. Is that for Bluey or for me? Because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be Coon.
Yeah, she wouldn't be a coon. She'd be a chan.
I don't want to be a Chan.
San?
Sure.
Okay.
Princess Sue San. Desu?
Sama.
Sama. Probably Sama would make most sense.
Princess Sama.
Mm-hmm. Or Hime-sama.
Oh, I've heard Hime-sama before.
Hime means princess.
Hime!
So Hime-sama basically means
So I'd
Lady
be
princess.
like, Hime Heather P. Blossom.
no, Heather Hime.
Heather
Hime.
Hime-san.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Sama. It would be
That's-
Hime-sama.
Heather Hime-sama.
I'm
That
glad
sounds
you
pretty
corrected
good.
yourself because I was about to.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good, though,
It's
doesn't
like-
it? It sounds cute.
Hime-san would be so rude.
How dare you refer to me as Hime-san? It is Hime-sama.
Sama, yeah.
How dare
It would also just be weird because Hime is such like an honorific that not putting a sama at the end or like putting something disrespectful like a san on the end is like what?
That would be when the handkerchief comes out and I slap him with it.
Right? Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
like,
we've got Pristine and Leo dropping some shade in the chat here, and this is what they say. I think they were talking about Sailor Moon, and Pristine says, the season of the original anime was the worst for me. Thank God Crystal fixed all the issues I had with the 90s S season. And then Leo says...
Oh, S, yeah.
And then Leo says, the Outer Senshi were bad in the 90s anime. Sailor Moon was an idiot, and Hotaru didn't get her proper time to shine, and I have no idea what these people are talking about.
No, it's true. The 90s version of Sailor Moon S did kind of suck. And part of that was that they didn't really give Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and especially Saturn any time to shine. Poor Sailor Saturn, like, she's shafted a little bit in the manga, but she's, like, super shafted in the original 90s anime. Like, she is barely a thing. Like, she's the only Senshi who never got a transformation sequence, if that gives you an idea.
Wow.
So she's super underutilized in the original 90s. Now, again, the manga doesn't really do her too much justice either, but at least they tried in Crystal to give her a wee bit more screen time.
Okay, so I think the thing to do here is just read the manga, because it sounds like all versions of the anime screw something significant up.
Yes,
isn't
but
that
so does the
normal, I guess?
manga. Like, I would say, like, because I've consumed the 90s anime, Crystal, the manga, the live action show, like, I've consumed a lot, and there are gems to be taken from each version. Like, I think the thing, if I were to, like, rewrite the series or something, I would actually take some things from the 90s anime, particularly what they did with Nephrite. It was so, like, him and Naru, their relationship was freaking awesome, and of course heartbreaking. You know, and that's something that the 90s anime added to the series, and things like that. But the manga is my personal favorite version of the story, if for no other reason than it's the original.
Emerald Spencer says Beige Horse Coon is Howie Bud.
Ah, yeah. Well-
Bigorna says Hiteru Obosumu Hime Sama, and as soon as I read that, I had Giorno's theme playing in my head.
Uh-huh. You okay there?
No. It's all becoming one thing. Ah! Shit!
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at your pain, but it's funny.
It's all gone to shit, sweetie. Thank you for noticing. Oh, thank God. Putting that one over there.
In response to rewriting Sailor Moon, Pristine says we wouldn't have to. That's why we have Sailor Moon Crystal.
I wouldn't say Sailor Moon Crystal's perfect. It's better than the 90s anime in a lot of ways. But there are still things in the 90s anime I do miss.
You know what we have to do in order to make it perfect? We need to do it ourselves, and we need to cast me as Sailor Moon.
I mean, if that gets you in a miniskirt, I'm for it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just gonna wear a tuxedo the whole time.
Bronny,
But
I want to be
Mask.
Tuxedo Mask, and then you could be freaking Sailor Moon,
All
and
right,
then I
you
could
can be
look good and
Tuxedo
do
Mask,
nothing
'cause
while
then
you do
it's-
all the
'cause
work.
then
Seems
we'll
legit.
both wear tuxedos.
No, you're
It'll be
wearing a
great.
miniskirt or it's not happening.
Exactly. Want to see those buns?
The blonde wig will be optional, but the miniskirt and the high boots are not.
You know what? He'll wear the wig. He loves having hair.
Yeah,
I'll
that's fair.
tell you what, I'll wear a wrestler's leotard, like a collegiate wrestler.
You can wear a leotard with a miniskirt.
You're not getting
There
out of
will be
this.
no miniskirt.
There
of
will
any
be all
kind.
the miniskirts.
Then you're not allowed to do it,
Yeah,
Brownie. You're not
that's
allowed.
just not Sailor Moon if there aren't any miniskirts.
There will be miniskirts on other people, okay?
No,
You
no,
know
no.
what's-
No,
you
no,
know what,
no.
sweetie? We'll cast you as Jupiter. Jupiter's one of those planets, right?
Yes, she's actually my favorite inner senshi.
Oh,
Alright,
nice
there
guess.
you go. I took a shot in the dirt and I hit the target.
I'm not against
Um,
being Sailor Jupiter. I'm against me wearing a miniskirt. At least if you wear a miniskirt, it'd actually be fan service.
Look. Here's just an agreement. If you're one of you's gonna wear a miniskirt, you both gotta wear miniskirts.
I can agree to
In
this.
what alternate universe do you women live in where me revealing anything about myself is any kind of fan service?
Fan service for me.
Yeah, and that's what matters.
You're not a fan, Heather. You're dating me. It's completely different.
It's like the highest tier of fan.
Exactly.
That sounds creepy. That sounds
Well-
like something Danny Sexbang would do, and I'm not about that.
How could you say that to me?
Well, I mean,
Because
you know
it's
how
true. That's
You're
how.
full of shit.
well, you know how people say like, you know, my mom is my number one fan. Like, come on, you know your girlfriend's your number one fan, especially in the fan service department. Because if your mom is your fan in that way, then I am.
Now listen. Well, if we had met and she was a fan of me when we met, that might hold some water. But she didn't know who I was.
That's true.
So she just hadn't encountered your work before.
Right, but she wasn't really a fan after that either.
She's
I see.
paying for your content.
I did pay for that content.
Eventually.
I'm paying it right now.
I know. That's not the point.
Then why can't I
said
get
you
fan
didn't- You
service?
didn't become a patron of mine until after we were dating.
No, I was a patron
No, she
before
was a
that.
patron
remember?
before. Because I definitely made jokes about you being her bitch before you were dating.
I was the pimp.
Yeah, she was the pimp. I was all about that shipping service right
Oh
there.
yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Syndicate wants to know if you've seen any live-action Sailor Moon, sweetie.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've seen all of it.
I haven't heard of that. That's interesting.
There is a live action show, and if you want to see Sailor Moon, but like in the guise of, or rather, Power Rangers in the guise of Sailor Moon, basically is how I would describe the show.
I'm very interested.
Yeah, it's very Power Rangers-y in like the cheesy choreography, the blowing up. It's just very Sentai type of show.
It sounds.
But
amazing.
but there's a lot of stuff that's really good in it. There's a lot of stuff that's really bad. It's a trip watching that show. I'm like, this is like there are a lot of things where I'm just like, this is awful. I'm like, this is how am I getting through this? And then there are points where I'm like, that's so cool. They should have integrated that. Like one thing I will say about the original story that I wasn't a huge fan of is that, you know, Tuxedo Mask and Sailor Moon, they love each other in their superhero form, but in their civilian form, they're always at odds. And how most versions of the story play out, including the manga, is they sort of fall in love when they find out each other's secret identities. Which is I would have preferred that they actually fall in love in their civilian form before finding out of their secret identities, and that's what the live action version does. At least, yeah, it's like they fall in love. Well, that's not true. Tuxedo Mask knows who she is. She doesn't know who he is for a hot minute, and she actually falls in love with Mamoru, the human version. Like, she falls out of love with Tuxedo Mask and in love with his civilian form. And it's so goddamn sweet. It's like, that's so cute, I'm gonna die. So, there's a lot to be said about it, but it's also cheesy and stupid, and it's great.
You know,
Alright,
it's just
well,
reminding me
in an
more and
attempt
more
to
how.
close the Sailor Moon floodgates here. Brandon wants to know if anybody wants to buy him a harpsichord for Christmas.
No, you're not getting a harpsichord.
No, hell no.
I'll buy you a harpsichord.
Why would you want a
27
harpsichord
grand?
if you
I got that.
If you haven't finished the piano?
He wants to get into everything. That
Yes,
boy.
but the harpsichord is basically going to be the same shit, except the colors are reversed. It's just confusing.
Yeah.
Every time I see a harpsichord, I'm like, but why?
You see,
It's a prank, bro. It's a social experiment.
Camera's right there.
that was a test, and Brony passed. Brony's the cool one. Thank you. You just have to email them, and I'm pretty sure they'll get back to you. I don't know if they're a reliable seller, just yes, please. Thank you.
$7,000 actually seems kind of cheap for something like a harpsichord.
That's pretty good.
Maybe they're just trying to like super discount it to get some sort of business because nobody wants a freaking harpsichord.
Yeah, no
anymore.
one wants a harpsichord.
Like, I've seen a harpsichord in real life once in my whole life. It was at the church the Lutheran church I go to down here in Orlando.
I feel like I've seen it a couple times, but yeah, it's something like a church or like a museum or something like that, where it's like, this is the ancient relic of a harpsichord. Yeah, it must have been a museum because I think I remember like there was plastic over the keys in a sort of like do not touch kind of way. Do not actually attempt to play, you dumbasses.
Thinking about churches, I randomly remembered this one time that how old was I? I think I was 13 or 14, and they left the microphones at church unguarded.
Oh dear.
So I grabbed one and I went up to my mother and turned it on. But you know, she didn't see me turn it on. She thought I was just playing a joke and go, so what's it like raising 4 children? And then God, she went on some kind. She was about to go on some kind of tirade, but as soon as she started talking into the microphone and heard her voice all throughout this gigantic church that Heather's been in, she
I
just
would have.
stopped and her eyes bugged out of her head. And she freaking pushed me away.
That
I
freaking
would've
church
been-
wasn't ginormous.
I
I've
would've
seen
been-
bigger.
Beaten to within an inch of my life if I disrespected the church like that.
Oh jeez.
Like, don't get me wrong, I played around with the audio equipment a lot, but if I'd done something like that, I've been, yeah, staring down the barrel of an ass whooping.
Yep.
Yeah, church.
There are very few things my family takes seriously, but church is top tier.
Mhm.
Like, my grandmother only ever got mad at me once, and that was when I didn't want to go to church. That was scary.
Trent Jerome says, all I know is to never leave a whiteboard unguarded. Yes, and Eliora learned that lesson last year, I believe.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yep.
Vaguely. She tweeted about it. She's like, oh,
She
come
was-
on.
Because what surprised me is how long it took her.
Yeah, I
Right.
feel like it was, if I'm remembering this correctly, I think it was long after we were gone.
Yeah, because I was there 1 day or 2 days before the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I
Something
can't
like that.
remember.
I don't remember
But
which.
we were hanging out at her apartment, and I see a whiteboard, so I draw on the whiteboard. And what I draw on the whiteboard is I drew myself to the best of my ability, to the best of my very limited ability, and then I wrote, never leave a whiteboard unguarded in a speech bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, a day or 2 later, we do the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe there was a couple of days in between the wedding and when they left for the honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were on the honeymoon for a week. And then they come back. And then I see it on my Twitter. Gas started brawling.
You know what's funny? I did that during Thanksgiving. Like, my sister had a whiteboard at her house that the kids were already drawing on. There was an Among Us guy on there already, so I just drew my Pony OC's head and whatever. And then, but also my brother, Alexander, he had a whiteboard at his house. So I just drew it on there too. So, like, in Texas, there are 2 Heather Sonas just hanging out on whiteboards.
Nice.
Because no one stopped me.
Alright, so Syndicate has a question for me. He says, Brawny, was an actual wooden paddle ever used on you? No. My mother didn't use any sort of implements. She would just whack us on the back of the head with an open hand. When we got too tall, she would say, come down here so I can hit you. And then you were expected to bend forward so she could hit you on the back of the head. I started calling it the Italian discipline. I happen to know that I have an aunt who preferred the wooden spoon, which is another stereotypical Italian thing to do.
Who got the rolling pin?
Somebody else got the rolling pin. It might have even been Nona who had the rolling pin. Or yeah, probably not. Probably not. I think Nona was more the duller of physical discipline. But they didn't have to do it all that much from what I hear. Now on the other side of the family, the redneck side of the family, my father's side, the weapon of choice was the broom.
You hit someone with a broom, you could actually hurt someone.
Yeah, that's the point.
No, I mean like badly.
It's usually the brush of the broom, not the handle.
I don't know. Still,
I don't know if the Irish have a stereotypical weapon other than rulers.
I thought that was like
Belt.
a Catholic
It
thing.
is a Catholic thing. Belt, yeah, but that's sort of just a generic American thing, isn't it? Oh no, the shillelagh! What am I talking about? That's what the Blackthorn shillelaghs were for, beating your wife. What am I thinking?
What the
Excuse
fuck?
me.
Okay, I'm officially
They were-
uncomfortable.
They were,
Like, I was kind of just, like, shrugging my way through this as it was, as you guys described your child abuse experiences. But, like, fucking guys. As it is, I don't think it was right to ever hold a hand to me because I'm perfect and never wrong.
The shillelagh stick was for shepherding, helping you while you walk, especially as you got older, and doling out discipline at home.
I'm not
Oh, is that
comfortable.
what they call that thing? I just called it a crook.
No, it's a shillelagh.
Okay, now I know.
Yes.
The
Good knowing.
syndicate says Brawny is Italian. No, I'm American.
He's Italian American.
Tell
I'm
him.
descended from Italians on one side. I'm rather mixed. So, let's see here. I'm a human.
Yeah, right.
I
That's
don't
all that
I don't
matters.
believe in race. There's I believe in nationality.
I was like, being Italian isn't a race; it's a nationality.
But you see, if we were to go back about 70 years, not even that long ago, Italian was a race according to popular culture, right?
Yes,
The
popular
races
culture
were
is fucking
divided
wrong.
by the various versions of European that you could be.
Yes.
Like Irish, Germans, Polish, Italians, all considered different races, and none of them got along.
Yep, basically. I mean, the Irish left one form of persecution to go into another form of persecution.
Mm-hmm.
How we roll. But yeah, then eventually we all just started breeding with each other and we couldn't tell the difference.
Yep.
We didn't even know the difference. I remember one time talking with this one girl. She was African American, and everyone was talking about, like, their heritage and blah, blah, blah. And there were some people who just flat out didn't know their heritage. And she just goes like, man, and I'm just like, man, white people are so stupid, they don't know where they're from. And she goes like, oh man, black people are so stupid because they don't know where they're from. And I turned to her, I go, yes, but the white people forgot where they came from by choice. And she's like, good point. So I go,
I'm
what?
gonna go get one of those ancestry kits.
Oh, my dad has
It's
them.
gonna come back like, oh my god, I'm 102% black with a 2% margin of error.
Well, what's funny is kind of the opposite happened with my dad. Like, those are the stories you hear a lot of, like, little did you know that your, white face over here is, like, actually from places that aren't Europe. Shock and dismay. But my dad actually found out the opposite. As far as he was aware, he was only half Irish. And his DNA comes back and he's 70% Irish. We're like, holy crap, you're even more Irish than you thought.
Holy nuts. I would wonder, because, like, I kind of know my dad's side was fairly obvious. It's my mom's side where it got really complicated. That, like, I think I told you I text messaged her, and, like, I was just like, because her maiden name is, I can't remember, because my grandpa's side was apparently Spaniard, but then someone came in with a Native American, and then my grandma, someone came from Mexico, and frickin' Salvador. I don't know. I'm confused.
So, generally a Spaniard mixed with a Native American is how you get Hispanic.
Oh my god.
That's what, like, generally most of the Hispanic population are the Spaniards coming in and fucking the crap out of all of the natives, and that's how you got the Hispanic race.
I don't think my grandpa was happy about it.
I didn't say they were happy about it, I said it's happened.
There was a comedian I watched when I was younger, and he had a joke. He was like, oh yeah, the reason why there's a million different types of Hispanics is because one day the Spanish just got really horny and got on a bunch of boats and sailed all over the world, what he'd do is they'd land in one place and go, "I am from Spain. We will have sex and you will speak my language." And then they get bored and they go to somewhere else and do, "I am from Spain," and he repeats that like 2 or 3 times, and then at the punchline of the joke, he's like, and then they get bored and they go somewhere else and they go, "I am from Spain. We will have sex and you will speak my language." And then he just like looks up from the microphone and goes, "Meh."
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because that's honestly how, you think about the English and the Spaniards, the two main people who came in for America. And the English and the French, too, were a lot snootier about mixed breeding. And so they mostly just, married their cousins and shit like that. So, they stayed white as white. But the Spanish were like, nah, screw it. We're conquering them anyway. May as well get something out of it.
Oh, let's see. Spencer says my mom used a metal spoon on him and his sister.
A metal spoon, ouch.
Well, that's not good at all. Why are you all so
Syndicate wants
abused?
to know if you two were ever paddled.
Paddled? No.
No.
I'm not into that. I mean, I'll watch that yaoi crap, but I'm not actually going to participate.
If we're talking about that, also no.
No yaoi paddles either, yes. No
The
paddles.
traditional Brazilian weapon of discipline is the flip-flop, also known as the la
That's
chancla.
That's just Hispanic in general.
La chancla.
Like, that was actually a thing I really loved from Coco. I had to laugh at when the grandmother, like, threw her shoe at the stray dog and then told her grandson to go get her shoe. I'm just like...
I remember when I was younger, I was trying to get into the independent film scene as an actor in my hometown, and I went to this one audition. I ended up not getting the part for anything, but I went to this one audition, and they the Hispanic, probably Mexican director handed me a script that of a skit he wrote, based on his own personal experiences. And he's like, oh, and that was the first time I'd seen the word chancla, and he actually wrote the whole word chancleta on there. And he's like, oh, you can just say sandal if you want, because he didn't expect me to be able to pronounce it, and then I did. And then I remember the first line of the script was "Ay, mommy, no!" and I did that, and he had roughly the same reaction you did. He goes, holy frick, you hit that accent better than I could. And I'm like, thank you, I will take that as a compliment.
Yes. As you should.
Yeah, it sounded fun though. I wish it was like a variety show he was trying to make, and it probably never went anywhere, but I never heard from those guys after that. Let's see. Prince Dark Soul says my mother's side is French and my dad's side is German.
Nice. That's
Spencer says I'm 14.5% victim.
I mean, given how Irish I am, I'm a high percentage of victim.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also German and English, so I guess I also have the abuser in there too.
You can be both.
Christine says, I'm big into genealogy. 2 years ago, my brother was nice enough to give me one of those DNA tests. I already knew I was French, German, Irish, and British. Okay, cool.
Nice. I'm French, German, Irish.
Syndicate says, Brawny as an Italian American. I'm not an Italian American. I am an American. I don't like hyphenated Americans. Let's see here. Did you enjoy Godfather and Sopranos? No, if I wanted that, I would just hang out with my mother's side of the family.
That's sort of why people ask me, like, because I'm well known for liking my Scottish accents. But then people are like, oh, do you like Irish accents? I'm like, no, because it sounds like my grandfather, and excuse me if I don't find that sexy.
Yeah, you guys are getting me in the mood to watch some Jacksepticeye.
Okay.
Jacksepticeye is Irish, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I love that. Just some accented stuff.
All I know about Jacksepticeye is that he got his butt kicked in the Cool Patrol music video.
Which was funny.
I know nothing about this person.
He's just one of those gamers on YouTube. He just does his own thing.
Gotcha.
He had green hair at one point. People really loved that shit. And he has an
Christine
Irish
says
accent.
I'm a sucker for the Irish accent.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just not one of them. Just again because it sounds like my family, and I'm like, sorry, I'm not into incest.
I hopped from gamer to gamer on YouTube. For a while, I watched PewDiePie, and that was way back. Then I got hooked on Markiplier for a while, and then Jacksepticeye, and then I just hop in between Jack and Mark.
Let's see. The Wicked Syndicate says Sweetie is Scottish, revealed to be related to Mad Munchkin.
No, I'm not Scottish. I wish. No, it was actually kind of funny when I went to Scotland. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to a place where you feel like you're home, even though you've never kind of been there before. That was sort of my experience going to Scotland. Like, I just had this overwhelming sensation that I, like, instantly fell in love with the country. So I call up my dad, who's our family genealogist specialist, and I'm like, Dad, how Scottish am I? Because I'm part English, I'm part Irish. So I generally assumed I was Scottish in there too. And he's like, no. He's like, where did you get it in your head that you were Scottish? I'm like, I don't know, I'm from Britain in general. He's like, no, you're from England and Ireland specifically. You were never Scottish, you were never Welsh. I'm like, damn it. He's like, maybe on your mother's side. And I asked my mom, and she's like, no, you're not Scottish, what the frick? I'm like, damn it.
I think I've told you this before, but this one time when I was working at the nightclubs, I heard an accent. And I said, oh, that sounds... I can't even remember if I said Irish or Scottish. But the point is I guessed wrong.
You guessed wrong and you got beat up? Yeah. It's a good way to go.
Yep. I was like, oh, are you... I can't remember which one it was, but the point is I guessed wrong.
Yep. Either one will beat you up. An Irishman
friends
will...
held him back. Like, they actually...
Stop being so sensitive about that. You're in America. No one knows.
Hands, like, oh, frick, oh,
Well, that's
frick,
why
oh,
they're
frick.
pissed off, because it's like no one gives a shit, you know. But yeah, it's like...
Yeah, you're in America. They don't give a shit about anything.
Yes, and that's not something that the Brits take very well. How much the Americans don't give a shit about things. So yeah, so generally if you call an Irish person a Scots person, or a Scots person an Irish person, they will beat you up.
I think the safest thing to do is just be like, oh, you have some sort of accent. Where are you from? Just
That
ask
is
and
fair,
don't
yeah.
assume.
If you ask where are they from, then they won't be mad at you. They can just tell you, where they are from. They may give you a more specific... They won't say Ireland or Scotland. They'll likely be like, I'm from county,
And then you'll just be like, oh, where's that?
Yeah, where's that at? And then eventually they'll
I'll
probably
take
say,
it a step further.
it's on the
Okay,
west coast of
where in
Ireland.
Mexico is that?
That will probably just confuse them. I don't think it'll get them angry. I think they'll just think you're an idiot.
Emerald Spencer says, top of the morning to you laddies, and the rest of the day to you too, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's like 11 o'clock at night.
For you.
Aaron Davis says, how's it going, bros?
What up?
Sup?
You okay there?
I was tired.
Bigorna says, my family is weird because my dad's side has an Italian surname, but is 3/4 from Germany, and my mother's side has a German name, but originally came from France. We could probably blame World War II for that.
There are a lot of things that could be the case, but yeah, probably.
Is Louis still here?
I think he died.
No.
He's in-
Oh,
he's
what's
in
up,
the
Louis?
call.
We're talking about the conquistadors.
Don't talk to him about that. Oh, that was one of my high school mascots.
The conquistadors? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and it was Don Lugo, and they were the Conquistadors. And everyone thought it was a stupid mascot. Who wants to be that?
Yeah, right?
Whatever. It's not like I had school spirit.
Yeah. There's
like,
that.
Fuck that. Then I went to the place called the Bulldogs, and then you're like, okay, generic, and sometimes someone will bring a bulldog, and it's like, yeah, dogs.
Yeah, I think having like a dog for a mascot is cute because you can just bring a dog. Unlike having things like pigs for mascots and then like having a pig, and that's weird. I've seen that happen. It's
Yeah.
weird.
They'll make a mascot outfit out of it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Piggies, though.
Prince Dark Soul says, I'm still 100% Texan and I'm proud of it.
All you have to do to be 100% Texan is be born there,
Yeah, pretty much.
which is easy.
Yes.
Or I don't know, my nephews weren't born there, and they're spending most of Texas. I guess they're spending the rest of their lives in Texas, so they might as well be Texan.
The only way you can be like truly 100% Texan is if you live on one of the reservations over there. If they even have any reservations over there, I actually legit don't know. I think they do.
If you were born in the Alamo.
Yeah, maybe. Only if you're Davy Crockett himself.
Syndicate wants to know if we're fans of barbecue.
Oh yeah, I love me some barbecue. Make me some brisket, some pork ribs, some steaks, some burgers, all the shit. I love smelling our neighbor's barbecue. You know,
yeah,
some people
I hate it because I'm like, I'm so hungry.
I want what they're having.
Right? I'm like, I'm not cool enough to just walk up and be like, hey guys.
I would never do
plate?
that.
No, I would never do that either. But part of me was like, oh, that smells so good.
It's like, I should get some ribs and cook them myself. And I'm like, work.
Okay, so apparently Pristine actually was born in the Alamo.
Oh, nice.
Holy crap, really? Oh, 10
And,
minutes from the Alamo. Don't you freaking miss
Not like in the Alamo, yeah. I'd be like, that's impressive. Was it like in the bathroom or something? Like,
Did your mom be like, you know, I feel like my water's gonna break, but I feel like seeing the Alamo?
That though sounds like a very Texan thing to do. It's like, I think I'm about to give birth, but I'm just gonna walk around the Alamo. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my little baby just wanted to see the Alamo too.
It does sound like a Texan thing. Just like keep walking, like give birth, keep walking.
Sounds like a place you would go to get divorced and get your alimony.
Boo.
Brandon's trying to start a fight and says buffalo is better than barbecue, and he is wrong.
He's wrong.
I like them together in unison.
We were talking about wings?
Wings are good.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe if you're talking sauces, yeah, I like buffalo more
Yeah,
than
I
barbecue.
actually don't like either sauce. But
Well,
of the two, I
buffalo
prefer
is better
barbecue.
than barbecue.
I love buffalo.
Of the two sauces, I prefer barbecue, but I actually don't like either.
Let's go get some wings.
That sounds good.
Spencer goes as the creator of the dinosaur burger, a barbecue fan. Let me put on my thinking cap. You know something, like, that's what we call it, but I really don't think I invented that. There's
course
no
not.
freaking way I'm the first person to marinate a burger in barbecue sauce and then put an egg on it.
No, probably not.
Honey, next time, marinate it in A1 sauce. I love A1 sauce more.
Yes, I did do that for you. I did that for you at Christmas.
Do it again.
Alright.
I want more.
Also, A1 is expensive and comes in a very tiny bottle.
It does. I bought some last grocery trip because, like, I ordered a steak not long ago, and I'm like, shit, they didn't give me A1 sauce. Because I put in the comments for some, but I looked in the fridge and like, maybe I have some, maybe I bought some. I didn't. So, you know, it's there for any steak situation that pops up for me.
So what do we think about sweet tea?
No, I don't like sweet tea. I prefer lemonade.
It's gross.
Or boba tea.
I prefer lemonade or boba tea as well. I don't have any problem with sweet tea, though.
Boba tea.
Boba tea is superior, though, I will fully admit.
We had a place in frickin' Rancho that was awesome. It sold boba tea and wings side by side.
Random combo.
It was
That
called
sounds
boba
like a
wings or
horrible
something.
combination.
It was weird, but I was just like, all right then. I got wings and boba tea. Those are two things I like, but now I can get them at once.
There was a time in college there was a flyer that was left on our door for a place that sold boba and tacos, and I'm like, I can't think of a more Californian thing.
Yeah,
Then
it's just
boba and
white people.
tacos.
It's just white people being like, what are two things I like? I like tacos and I like tea. I'm gonna make a place that makes both.
Right? Basically.
That is the white person dream.
I'm gonna roll up to that place and be
Asian
like,
people
okay,
were
listen,
running
It's
that.
more, yeah, it's
take
more of
those
an Asian
tapioca
thing,
balls
really.
and
Actually,
put them
this is
on my tortilla.
Tortilla.
No, tortilla.
Tortiller.
I'll say tortilla on accident sometimes. Like, sometimes I do it to be funny, but then I'm like, oh, time for a tortilla, and they're like, Heather tortilla. And I'm like, is that not what I said?
God damn it. So white.
I did it so ironic for a while, I can't say it right anymore. I used to say it right.
I think tortugas are delicious.
You eat turtles? Gross.
Tortuga was a Pokemon.
Because it's a turtle.
Yes.
Yes.
And they had that island in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Which is a turtle.
Turtle Island.
Turtle Island, yes.
Am I not turtly enough for the turtle club?
No.
We're not gonna watch that.
Apparently not, because you
Turtle.
eat the turtles. How dare you?
What else is turtle soup made of?
Turtles. It is legitimately made of turtle meat.
I wonder what that tastes like.
No idea. I've never had it. I am curious to be honest. I don't think I've ever had.
I would
reptile
like
of
to
any
try most kinds of meat before I die.
Oh, sweetie, we need to get you down here to Florida so we can take you to Gatorland.
Oh yeah, I'd like some more fried gator, please. It's just like chewy chicken, and that could just be them cooking it not very good.
Mm.
You can hunt gators.
kind. I'm sure.
Brandon says water is superior to every liquid ever. Actually, I want some green tea.
Biologically
haven't had
speaking,
any
water
green
is
tea
superior to
today.
everything else. Yes.
Oh yes, but flavor?
That's what I got flavored water.
Bigorna
Yeah, I
says
don't like
molten
carbonated
lead is
water.
superior to water.
I didn't when I was a kid, but I grew to like it.
I don't know. It tastes. Well, it's weird. I don't know.
It does. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend it's not an acquired taste. It is, but I like it.
Bigorna says,
It has such a
as a
deceiving name,
foreigner,
though.
I gotta say, barbecue fits perfectly with French fries.
Oh.
I mean, it's true.
Syndicate wants to know, would you want an espresso machine in your house? And also, Heather, check the time.
Last 10 minutes of the stream, last 10 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please bring them up now, or hold your silence until the next stream. And what was the question again?
Espresso machine. I wouldn't want one.
Hot chocolate machine, maybe.
That sounds good.
Iced coffee machine?
I just don't drink coffee enough to warrant that.
Yeah, I maybe I have one during the week if I've had a very, like I didn't sleep very well. I'm a little tired and I feel like having a little Starbucks or something sweet. It obviously doesn't taste like coffee because I don't like the taste of coffee. I want you to just cram as much milk
milk
cream,
and sugar in that.
Put
cup as
put a
possible.
swirl of caramel in there, maybe some chocolate and whipped cream, and then I will drink it.
Pristine says 2 equals the Y sound in Spanish.
Excuse me?
I think she's referring to tortilla.
Oh, she's saying the 2 L's.
The 2
They were
Ls, yes.
probably 2 L's equals Y sound, so it's
Yeah.
supposed to be tortilla because L goes E.
Yes, double
Wow.
L goes
Double.
E.
Fight this
I'll need a
person.
formula to calculate.
No!
Who are you gonna fight, Louie?
5 times 4.
Everyone on stream.
Fuck you. I don't know why. I didn't ask you shit. Freaking just fucking watch.
It's interesting that it can do your math for you, though.
Oh yeah, I can ask it like shit, like 6 times 3, and it'll be like, it's this. I can't have it Google search shit, oddly enough. If you can tell me what the weather is, you're connected to the internet. Why
Right.
can't you Google shit for me?
Pristine says, I got to hold a baby alligator once. So cute.
No.
I want to go back to Gatorland so I can take that picture with the baby gator.
No.
Syndicate wants to know, would you eat venison?
Yes. I've eaten that before. Juanita's family put it in a taco for me. It was very juicy.
That sounds good. I've never had it.
Yeah, I'm going to learn how to hunt one day, and I'll bring us deer meat.
It's okay.
Let's see here. Megan McGonigal says, LaCroix is crap. And I actually disagree. We drink that a lot in my workout group.
I don't like that stuff.
I don't like LaCroix. That's why I like Bubbly. Bubbly's my favorite.
Mm.
Oh, look at this shit!
Bubbly is not bad either. But,
Nice.
Basically, you develop a taste for mildly flavored seltzer water after working out in the group for some reason.
I actually started developing a taste because of how much frickin' time I spent in Europe. Do you know how much people in Europe love the crap out of sparkling water? Like, there is oftentimes no other option of things to drink. It's like, what do you have? Sparkling water. What else do you have?
Drinking the
More
heck out
sparkling
of
water.
lately, sweetie. Fresca. Like I've been
Straight
been
Fresca?
enjoying my Fresca lately. It's grapefruit flavored seltzer water.
I mean, that's what I have for Bubbly. This is grapefruit flavored Bubbly.
Mm. Heather, do you remember the show WITCH?
Which? Remember with the fairies and stuff?
No.
WITC? Oh, that may have been before her time, guys. It was after my time, though, so probably caught somewhere in between.
Yeah, because it is not ringing any bells.
It was kind of like in the same vein as like Winx Club. That
I
kind of
remember
thing.
Winx Club, but I didn't really watch that.
Yeah, it was around the same time frame, towards the same demographic. I think it was just like a different program trying to do the same thing.
It probably just wasn't in my interests. Yeah, Winx
It
Club was a bit.
fairies.
It was too sissy. Wanted that hardcore shit. What was my Pokemon? Was my hardcore shit? I don't know.
Pokemon was your hardcore shit? That's
the
sad.
hardcore shit.
That's sad.
Got into anime, fuckers. Was that
Um,
was that my first fuck of the evening?
No, because you told Bronny to go fuck himself.
Oh
Remember?
yeah,
He
I
just
screamed
texted
it
you
at
back.
my watch. Tell him to go fuck himself. And I used the touchpad to text back because he said you a hoe. I'm like, bitch. It is that I can also take calls on it, and I did that with my mom a few times when she called and I had my hands full, and I'm just like, "What's up, mom?"
Nice.
That microphone is bizarrely good.
I've seen people do that. It's usually pretty short conversations that they do that. It's like, pick me up in 10. Okay, alright, bye. You know?
Oh yeah, I think it's useful because then I can just walk around with it. Or like most.
You can do that with your phone too.
No, because then I have to hold it.
But then you're also using your hand.
But
to
I can
hold it up.
hold this stuff in this hand.
Okay, but you can't really move it around or do anything with it. How dare you?
Quit being a hoe bag.
I'll fully admit, one day I'm gonna take the.
Sit,
Oh,
it's
sorry, my
getting your
bad.
shit.
My bad!
I'll fully admit one day I'm gonna.
Oh, it's still going!
And that's why that watch sucks.
Stop! Well, you did the same thing in my car. Now I feel bad.
You bitch!
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but that was an accident and it was hilarious.
It wasn't
No, it was.
hilarious. It really pissed me off.
You were the only one who didn't find that hilarious.
Because I was the one who was being inconvenienced by you being a jackass.
Yep, that happens sometimes.
It happens all the time. You can send that.
I'm not sending that.
Send.
No. You a hoe bag slut. Let's see if we can spell that.
Butt.
Sure, that's
all
what
I got was butt. You know what? Just send the butt.
You a hoe bag slut.
Close enough.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close. No, go back.
Oh,
You could put the close in there.
put the close in there. It's like, it's close, man.
Oh yeah, put that capital shit in there. No, I don't want. You know what? If we're gonna do big letters, we're gonna do all big letters. There you go. Perfect. Thank you, Big Fan.
Alright.
Back to wholesome things.
Anyway, what I was saying when the watch picked me up and I feel bad, was that one day I want to like take your text conversations out of context and like try to convince people that you guys are super abusive.
I know, incredibly, because we're cursing at each other.
Right? And you're just like, you know, he's calling you a slut and shit like that.
I called him a slut. He called me a hoe.
Oh, ho, that's right, that's right.
And he called me a skank at some point. I'm not
Skank,
sure.
yes, things like that. It's like, man.
Bronny knows how to
These
say
are all
curse
words
words.
I learned from you, Heather.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take your text conversations and I'm gonna hand them to Heather's mother.
No! No! The only thing worse would be giving it to his mom.
Okay, I'll give it to his mom then.
His mom, like, she's actually got some purity in there a little bit. My mom, she freaking knows how I talk. She knows what I'm about. She'll probably be like she'll know how I talk, but she'll be like, he can't talk to you like that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
It's
I'm
like
sure
it.
she'd approve you could talk to him, but he can't talk to you that way. Yeah. That would be my family. They're like, well, actually, I think my family would be concerned if I was talking to someone like that too. More in the like, are you okay?
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're like,
1 minute.
You don't usually do that.
Yeah,
crap.
1
What
minute
happened?
left. 1 minute left in the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please say them now. Forever hold your silence until the next stream. But yeah, guys, really fun, interesting stream. Got to show off some toys. This freaking mess of yarn. Got some progress done on a scarf. That was great. So let me take a moment to thank my patrons on Patreon for their generous donations. That would be Emerald Spencer and DJ Skywalker. Emerald Spencer was in the chat today, but didn't see DJ Skywalker. He's off living his life, probably actually having a life. But if you'd like to join them in my patronage, you can go ahead and click the link below to my Patreon account. We have several tiers there. For $10 a month, you can get into my Discord server, but for less than that, you can get a kazoo cover. And yeah, so look forward to that in the future. We'll be uploading one soon. If you feel like I'm worth just a one-time donation, then I guess you can go ahead and use that PayPal link also in the description, and follow me on Twitter so you can get more updates on the stream and just stuff I do in general, because I do try to update my YouTube community tab so you guys can stay in the loop if you don't follow me on Twitter already. But, you know, if you're more interested in the stuff I do, like, the rest of the week, that's a good place to see what I'm up to. I also retweet only the dankest of memes. So there you go. There you have it. Alright, let's say goodnight in alphabetical order. Who's still in this call? Louis is still in this call, so let me see. Alphabetical order, Bronny, you first.
Good night, everyone.
Louis, say goodnight.
Bye.
Sweetie, you next.
Night.
Alright, good night, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. Good night. Alright.